Sweet.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Gendera. I'm Gerwin, and we've got a special treat tonight. We have got the absolutely beautiful and amazing Claudia Muller. It's Muller, isn't it?
Yeah, Muller, it doesn't really matter. Everyone pronounces it tiny different. I'm not really fast.
How would you pronounce it? What's your preference?
Muller's fine. Muller's fine. Perfect. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So Claudia is a country mum born in Switzerland and moved here in her late 20s after many back and forth trips. But I'll let her tell you a little bit more in a little bit. And we're just going to do our dance to get things started.
Absolutely. Let's move it.
I am inspired and ignite, empowered, shining bright, and courage taking flight, determined with my might, full of energy, so free, learning comes so easily, living true authentically, moving toward my destiny, hungry for the growth I see, committed to the best in me, focused where I want to be, investing in my victory. Kindness flows so naturally, generous and wild and free, burning bright energetically, surrounded by inspiring company, full of energy, so free, learning comes so easily, living true authentically, moving towards my destiny, hungry for the growth I see, committed to the best in me, focus where I want to be, investing in my victory. Hungry for the growth I see, committed to the best in me, focus where I want to be, investing in my victory.
Excellent. Did a great job, everyone. That's awesome. Okay.
Warmed up.
No need to breathe. Oh dear. I gotta get my chair.
It's good to move. It feels good to move.
It helps the body. It gets the brain working. It gets the endorphins going.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Claudia, tell us about yourself.
All right. So as you mentioned, I grew up overseas. I grew up in Switzerland. My mum was Australian, so there's a link. And so in my late teens, I came over after my schooling and I started working with horses. That's another big passion of mine. I'm a country sort of person at heart. I grew up in the country, and horses have been part of my life up to now, still now. And so,
Awesome.
yeah, many back and forth, not knowing exactly, where's my home? Where do I want to be? Just really so where did I end up? At some point I chose to stay in Australia because I love the open space. I love having space around me. You can drive for hours and hours. In Switzerland, you literally cross several borders in that time, where in Australia, still in Australia. And yes, and I started working with horses. I did a diploma as a laboratory assistant, back in Switzerland. I worked in hospitality. I have done a little bit of real estate management. So I've done a lot of different things trying to work out where I belong, what I want to do. And really nothing grabbed me until a few years ago. Really 2 years ago, where this is where I'm now. I'm a full-time coach. And yeah, thanks to Luke. But you know, I had ups and downs in my life in my late 20s. I struggled with the typical, this bit of depression, not knowing where I was going, feeling lost completely. Went down the road of even, anorexia and struggling with myself, overworking myself, burnout. And I got myself out of it. I had a very strong mindset, knowing already then that if I really want to do something, I can do it.
Absolutely.
And yes, that's been leading me. And at some point I met my beautiful husband, and we have 3 beautiful boys now. They are 3, 4, and 6. And we live on our own farm now. It's a hobby farm. And
wonderful.
we
tell
have
me about it.
we have. I know. I think we're so grateful. Like, with 60 acres, we'd love to have more. This is where I aim, we just start somewhere. But seriously, even with 60 acres, I feel like you have always enough to do. There's so much to do and you never have enough time. But in saying that, we have our sheep. We have, there's so much, and I think because you also work full time to kind of keep it, it's not a working farm, it makes it really hard. But at the same time, we do what we can. We do. And look, we have 3 little ones. We are very conscious of that as well.
I know the homesteading is not the real topic of the conversation, but so tell me more about what animals you've got, what you do, because I used to milk my own goats, hand milk them. I used to raise chickens. I got aquaponics.
Yeah.
So I'd love to.
Aquaponics.
I actually was in a global gardening collaboration 2 years ago.
Yeah, wow. Yes. Yes.
I'm a homestead nut.
I need to pick your brain about the aquaponics. I need to pick your brain on that one.
I've
got my milk cow. Have you?
I've got a whole playlist on aquaponics. So it's on my Gendera main channel, not the Gendera coaching.
Yeah. Yeah. So I do have a milk cow. And I used to hand milk her. I've got a machine now.
Oh, you got milk? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
We have meat sheep that we use for ourselves. We have kind of another couple of cows that we use for ourselves. I have my horses, obviously. Couldn't do without them. And then we have my working dogs, which is another thing that I got into, and I love my working dogs. We have guinea fowls. We have chickens. We want to get some meat chickens next. Yeah.
Guinea fowls are amazing, aren't they? They've just got.
They're very noisy, but they're like cool.
Yeah, you either love them or hate them.
Then we love them. We love them. They make you laugh.
Oh, don't they? They're like the guinea clowns. They're like they're just clowns. Because it's a challenge to get them back in the coop at night. They do like the gum trees.
Well, that's where ours hide out. They hide out in the trees, and I'm happy about that. That's fine. Yeah.
It's okay if they don't get eaten by foxes. I lost a heap to foxes. But what do you think?
we lost a few to foxes, but I think that was because they were still little, and then now they've grown up. They've actually realised that they're higher as they go in the trees, the safer they are. Yeah. So what else have we got? I think that's it. Oh, we got some pet guinea pigs and a cat.
You can do great mowers. They're really good mowers. Yeah, and they fertilize.
Yeah, we move them around.
They're so excited. They're so excited to see you all the time. You hear their little squeaky squeaks because they get used to the food coming down regularly. Anyway, so what do
Yeah.
you love about the homestead so much, and all the animals and all that sort of thing? What is it that draws you to that?
I'm a nature person. I love being outside. I grew up like that.
Mhm.
We grew up with a massive veggie garden. We had our own fruit, veg. I grew up sort of halfway on a dairy farm. It wasn't my family, but it was like my adoptive family. So I spent every single school holiday and weekend up there from the age of 6 until about 12 when I started competing with my horses. And so I've known that I've always wanted to be on the land. I wanted to work the land. And the homesteading parties, I love making my own sourdough. I like making my own bread. I like making things from scratch. I just yes, my shopping trolley is not very full, I have to say, because I just like making things from scratch.
That's so good. So I hope you're going to do some
Yeah.
master classes on that stuff, hey? Because people are
I
really...
do want to integrate it.
Yeah,
I do want to
people are
integrate
really
it with what I'm doing.
I will join the sourdough masterclass. I have not successfully managed sourdough at all. It is just, it's a... But my big
I have to
problem was
say,
I was only like I had my starter and I had it going really well, but I was only using a little bit of it and then feeding the rest, not using the majority of it. See, this is what happens when you don't have a coach.
yes. Well, I have to say with the sourdough part,
I was trying to figure
I have
out
a great friend.
I had no idea.
Mm.
Oh my gosh. Honestly, my YouTube channel is 9 years of me failing it forward. Finding ways that didn't work, finding ways that goats escaped fences. Oh my God.
But that's how it works. It's all trial and error. It's all trial and error.
Totally. It's like one of my most popular videos before I did the gardening collaboration was actually me doing DIY goat hobbles to try and get and trying to milk the goat who kept kicking and squatting. I had her slung up by ropes just to hold her up so that she wouldn't squat, because every time I tried to milk her, she would squat on the bucket.
I have to say,
it's
my
not a
friend wants to get some dairy goats. Oh.
It's a really raw video. It's real. I do reel really well. I don't know how to do polish. I'm learning.
But people like real. People like real.
They do.
You know, they don't want to see the. They don't want to see the. Oh, I don't know. The fluffy everything is working out perfectly.
They don't come to see my makeup. They don't come to see the beautiful physique. I mean, the number of times I look like an absolute wreck by the end of the video. Sweat pouring out honestly, I miss my acreage. I had 10 acres in the Lockyer Valley, and it was just, it's divine.
Yeah.
Just being able to connect in with nature. But I really wish I'd had a coach. I really wish I'd had you as a mentor to be able to help me with that stuff. Mind you, I'm sure at the moment you can help me with a whole plethora of other things.
Yes. Yeah, well, you know, we add.
Yes.
So can you've got other things that you can teach and other things that you're helping people with, which is beautiful. And you found another way to, you know, to help people, I guess, as well, and to find something that really fulfills you. And by all means, nature's out there. Go for bush. You know, I always say to people, go outside, get outside.
You got it. I've got aquaponics set up, even though I'm in a rental. I've got an aquaponics set up. It's not doing as well as it should be because I'm too busy inside learning Luke's material. Actually, no. In all fairness, it's not Luke. I'm a study nut. And I've just finished a diploma in counselling. So my happy place is listening to podcasts on how I can get better. Most people's happy place isn't that. I mean, my happy place is also at my aquaponics. But my fish are not doing well. So
It's what you put in is what you get out, and that's for the coaching
Yes.
as well. With anything we do, what you put in is
Yes.
what you get out.
Absolutely. And
You know.
honestly, with the aquaponics, I'm not putting very much in at the moment. So
And
I'm
that's
not
okay.
getting
You're doing in what,
That's it.
Mm.
I'm putting in stuff into me and growing me. That's my focus at the moment. So with your
That's
coaching,
beautiful.
I'm assuming homesteaders weren't actually who you were targeting. Who is your niche market?
No,
Who do you
no,
serve?
not really, but on the other hand, you know, homestead is not what I really target, but it's the women that I do target. It's the women and mothers that I do target that are my audience.
Oh, thank you.
Because I've gone through it myself. Pardon?
I've got the mother and the woman down.
I've gone through it myself. There we go. It's you know, it's our own experiences, our own experience, that what we lived through, our stories is what makes us the coach of
Yes.
how we can help. Even if we're just
Absolutely.
one step ahead of someone else, we can support that person. It doesn't matter. We don't have to be a million miles away or ahead of the person, even if it's just one single step, and we can support them in any way. That's how I see it.
That's awesome.
And
so,
who
is the person? Can you describe to me the person that you're looking for, that you're wanting to help the most? So she's a mum.
Yes.
She's got a lot on her plate.
A mum, a woman, you know, someone that in, I guess, around the 30, 45 mark. I don't know. I'm not putting an age on it because I've had so many other people, but it's really someone that feels lost in themselves. Someone that, you know, is doing every day. You're a mother. You're in your routine and you feel like you've left, you know, you may have left your job behind, or even you want to be in a family and you want to create something, but you're very scared of what is going to happen after with yourself. You're not feeling secure.
Absolutely.
Or you're not feeling, you don't know what's going to happen. You're insecure of the future. You may have, you know, things that come up. You might be in dark places at some point and you can't get out of them. And if you're a mother, I know what it's like being thrown into it with not much support around you, that you literally feel like you're drowning. And it's not because you're not doing the best you can, it's because all these other things that maybe in the past have held you back, you just tense. And I want to be able to help mothers or women to make that step easier, to find what they're really passionate about and know that their identity is not their surrounding, their external, their identity is who they are. It's who they are within.
Absolutely.
So finding basically back to that identity.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cool. So what would be the first thing you'd actually suggest to a woman that she'd lost herself completely in raising kids and doing everything? She'd given up work. She had put everything into the kids, and she's now realizing that she's completely depleted. Where do you suggest she starts with that on her journey?
Jump on a call with me. No. Asking for help. I think as a mother, as a woman, sometimes we feel like we can't ask for help because is it our belief? Maybe the era that I grew in with, we meant to be strong, we meant to be independent, we meant to be, you know, holding it all together. We can help, and asking for help is one of those things where I wasn't very good at either, and I'm still working on it. Asking my husband, but asking for help is the first step that we can do. I think
it's huge, isn't it?
And it's a big step because many of us can't, and we feel like we're failing ourselves or failing people around us if we don't battle through it. If we don't you know, you haven't failed. You haven't failed.
I mean,
you're just being honest to yourself.
Because when you've got young children, you really have to do everything that the kids need. You can't just ignore the fact that they're crying. You've got to show up whether or not you're up for it or not. You've got to push through that tide.
Mm.
And that can become a bit of a pattern too, can't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And self-abandonment pattern as well, in the times where is it, asking for help is one step. Next step might be also taking time for yourself, even if it's just 5-10 minutes within the day. I don't say you have to schedule it, but just making it aware that you do need time for yourself to be able to breathe, do something that fills your cup, read a book, do a 10-minute yoga session, do a just breathing in the morning, go outside if you have the opportunity to go outside and stand on the grass, just connect
Huge.
with yourself. It's powerful.
It's really huge, and that can be really powerful, just getting out and spending some time in nature. Because
Absolutely.
who would you say is the most important person to love you? Is it your kids?
Yourself.
It's so important. If we don't love ourselves, can we actually receive love from anywhere else?
No, I don't believe. Not true love. Not true love.
And this was something that I actually experienced myself, because I had a big issue with, which got cleared during Masters, thank goodness. But I wasn't able to receive love. I didn't feel worthy of receiving love.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yeah, and the worst part was nobody else could love me because I wouldn't receive it. I was so concerned about being seen as controlling that I didn't even allow anyone to love me.
Yeah.
Which meant I was actually pushing away any help that was available as well, and not realizing it. So really learning how to do that self-love, which Luke has taught us so brilliantly, hasn't he?
Beautiful. Yeah.
Really learning all of that stuff can really help, because if you can't love yourself, you can't love anyone else.
No, because we will always try and seek to compensate whatever we lacking, what's missing,
Yeah. So
and it doesn't mean
What do you recommend for ladies that are? What do you recommend for ladies that are caught in that self-abandonment cycle and self-hating cycle? How do you encourage them and help them to find their value and their worth and see their beauty?
Well, I guess normally I would sit down with them if I had the opportunity. But if they really don't know that step yet, I would say just maybe sit down with yourself for a moment and find something, even is it just something simple about yourself that you do like, just something small that you really do like about yourself, or is it even something that I heard something about? I had another mentor or another person I follow very closely, and she's wonderful. She's quite big out there, and she had this really great thing that we often hate something about ourselves, but that's one feature. That one feature, someone else is there one thing that stands out and makes them who they are. So is it a celebrity? If you've got something about yourself that you don't like, find a person who has made it their feature and is successful with it and is standing out because of it. And look at that person and remind yourself that's their strength, and you can have that as well.
Absolutely. That's that whole you can only see in other people what's in you.
Yes.
That Luke tells us about.
Yes.
Which is one of the things I love about spending time with people like you, because I can see so much beauty, so much gentleness, so much love, so much care and compassion. And I now know that I can only see that because it's in me.
Yes. That's beautiful. You've opened that up. You've opened up little vault up. You open you learn to open up your heart and not to close it up and hold it.
Yeah, it's huge. And it's just so important. And that's
so surrounding yourself. Sorry.
Surrounding yourself.
I was going to say surrounding yourself with people that inspire you, that make you feel good.
Absolutely. And if you acknowledge, the big thing is you need to really acknowledge that you can't see anything in anyone else that's not in you. So if all you're seeing is wonderful, lovely people, That's because it's in you.
Yeah.
It's kind of exciting, really.
That's beautiful.
So you've got a process that you can take people through to actually help them to really dig in deep and find where those limiting beliefs started. Can you tell me a little bit about that process?
Yeah, like thanks to Luke, we've sort of got a process that he's taught us really well. And we really just, start diving into, it can be something that's current, can be something that's in the past, something that they struggle with in this very moment. And we start breaking it down with questions. We break them down. We find out where has it started, where is it coming from, what emotions are linked to them, what beliefs are linked to these, and even going further back, maybe has it got a starting point? Are we aware of the starting point? Are we not aware of the starting point? That's okay. Deeper and asking a lot of questions about who they are, what they think subconsciously. The answers are all there. The answers are all within, and we actually know within. We know what's holding us back. It's just our head stopping us because keeping us safe. And you just kind of have to allow yourself to go through that process with the person, or with yourself or myself, to open up and find deeper what's holding you back, and then we can start eliminating some of these emotions and beliefs.
So I believe you've got a process.
Well, you've got some insight on that one. Yes.
Pardon?
Yes. Well, yes. Yeah, we do have a process that we take people through, obviously. Mm-hmm. Yourself as well. I mean, you've been using some of these processes, I'm guessing?
Oh, absolutely. I'm using them on myself.
Yeah,
every day.
Yeah, good.
Every time a negative belief comes up, I'm like, sweet timeline transformation therapy. Yes. I mean, honestly, half the time I feel bulletproof. Because when you get triggered now, I'm like, yes, I've got another negative belief to get rid of.
Yeah, yes, I know. And that's the thing. Sometimes you don't know what it is. You're not aware of it in the moment until it hits you.
You don't know it until somebody triggers you, which is a challenge. I mean, you can figure it out if you use the shadow stuff and look at what's around you and have someone to actually help and guide you in actually identifying what the negative beliefs are. But then once you've actually done that process, which people can do with you, they'll actually learn how to do the transformation therapy. And they may even get to the point where they can just ring you up and go, hey, Claudia, can I do some timeline transformation therapy? I've got this negative belief. I've already got my picture. Can we run through it, please? What's it going to take? About 7.5 minutes?
Once you're in the process, Yeah.
And I've actually
awareness. It's awareness.
I've made it now so on my Calendly, people can actually book in for just a timeline transformation therapy. $100.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
$100 per issue. If it's a complex issue and it needs a little bit longer than that, then it's the $500 for a full session. And if it's really complex and they're really, 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 really resistant, $1,000. And a 90-minute session. See, I haven't quite got all the tiers worked out yet, but I have got the base simple timeline transformation therapy. So that people can do a simple, if they just want that simple process to help them clear that one limiting belief, and they know what it is already, they just need some help to find all of the limiting beliefs that are attached to it. And then they need some help to actually get the positive lessons from that.
Yeah, exactly. See, and then sometimes yourself, it's like a rabbit hole. You start digging deeper and you go layer. It's like peeling an onion. We did the prac and I was like, oh, I'm feeling so good. Like literally you walk away from these processes and you feel like a weight's off your shoulder. You feel amazing. You feel good.
Yes.
But then, the weeks go on, days go on, and you do these processes, but you have to also change things in your everyday life. You can't just go back and say like, oh, I'll just be myself again. There are things you have to do after that. So you have to, like, you know, you do either affirmations, journaling, you do movements. There's different ways of integrating all of the stuff that we learn, all these positive learnings or lessons.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden something else comes up. We go like, I didn't even know that was there. Where did that come from? And then you start diving deeper, and you go deeper, and you deeper. And it's like taking off all these masks that we've been wearing over, I don't know how many years. A lifetime.
A lifetime. I don't know about you, but I keep finding extras.
Yes.
I'm so glad that I actually know how to do the timeline therapy on myself. that 12-week master breakthrough program that you do with clients is phenomenal. It's such a comprehensive look at finding all of the patterns throughout your life and then identifying your values and then going through and releasing those negative feelings one by one and getting to the root cause and then getting the positive lessons from it. I don't know about you, but I felt like a completely transformed, renewed woman. I mean, I wasn't the same person when I left.
Yes. It's funny. It's like all these people that walked into the room, and I feel like I can see these invisible luggage that they can carry. There was certain people I could sense. And then you see the same people on day 4, and you go like, oh my God.
You're completely different, especially when they smash that board. Have you got your board?
Yeah. I do. Yes. Yeah. It's not right here. It's actually in my office, in my other room over there. But
I keep mine close. So I can grab it and remind myself, I am loved. I am amazing.
And you are.
And I broke a board.
And you broke a board.
I know, right? That's huge.
And man, yeah, we're powerful. We're more powerful than what we actually put ourselves down to.
Well, we don't realise. Yeah. We really don't know what our strengths are. And I think that was probably one of the most powerful things about the 12-week breakthrough master breakthrough program was actually, and doing it with the entire group, such an amazing transformation. I would love to have actually done the one-on-one session with somebody before going and doing the full masters with Luke. I think that would have been even more powerful.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah.
So that
I understand what you mean.
Really helpful for our clients is to do the 12-week master program with us and then refer them to Prac and masters with Luke. That's my.
And that's yeah. I mean, the thing is, working with Luke, it doesn't mean you have to become a coach. No way.
No,
how many people in that room are actual coaches? Not many. Not that many. There are, like, a lot of them in there for personal other reasons, to either benefit themselves in their career that they already are, or do they want to benefit themselves in their personal environment. There are so many, the work that we do doesn't go like, oh, it's only for this one sort of person. It's only for this one sort of person. There are so many different, there's everyone. It suits everyone.
Absolutely.
It really does suit everyone. Even my kids.
I think that was one of the things that I actually loved the most was that Luke actually kept saying that he could learn something from all of us. He wasn't putting himself up there and going, I'm the guru, I know everything. He was just the guy that was a few steps ahead of us. And that he could learn something from each of us. What about you? So how long have you been connected with Luke for? And what are some of the most powerful things you've learned and the personal transformations you've seen?
It's funny, actually. So I started working with someone else that actually learned off Luke. So
really?
The process. Yeah, I learned with someone else. I actually went through his mentorship, and so I've had the entity process done to me 2 years ago now.
Yeah,
pretty much 2 years ago now. Yep. And I loved it. It's amazing. And he's had some other things spiritual wise that really suited me as well at the time. And then I actually went back because he was offering to actually teach people as well what he was doing and to bring on coaches. And I was like, this is great. So I did that. And then I saw Luke pop up and I'm like, hang on, you know, I'd love to see and work from Luke himself. There's always more you can pick up, even if you've done something. I'm also a bit of a learning person, so I love to learn. I did have this limiting belief that I'm not good enough. Yeah. I did have a limiting belief thinking that I'm not good enough. So I have to learn. I have to do everything.
Yes, you have to get better.
I have to know everything.
Striving.
Now I know I don't have to know everything, right? But Luke, I think I started with Luke in his 5-day process, the 5-day thing that he has, the step 1. Was it in February or March? Somewhere there. And then I was like, the next step for me was pretty much I have to do it. It was pretty clear because I know I wanted to go deeper. I know I wanted to be a coach, and I am a coach. I wanted to, I started the process like 18 months ago, but I just want to go full in. And so Luke was on the radar. For me, it was, I felt connected to him in any way. Like, I felt I could understand. Simple. He's very easy the way he talks and explains things.
He's very down to earth.
Sense. Very down to earth person. A very down to earth person.
He explains it in a way that normal people understand, not in technical jargon or making it sound so it's so out there somewhere that you're never going to attain it. Yeah. It's amazing.
And he, even if you don't understand it, you can ask questions, and he's not offended by it. He just finds another way to solve it.
Yeah.
And that's nice. It's so nice to have someone that, someone that's kind of explain it, and he's happy to go, different ways and routes to find a solution for this person. And that's him.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So if you had somebody that was sitting on the fence about doing the neurotransformation 6-week breakthrough program with you, what would be the biggest thing that you would actually, if someone was sitting on the fence, how would you help them to overcome that and actually push through and actually make the decision to go, or make the decision to actually look into?
Yeah, I would obviously book in a call with them, and I'd have a chat to them and see what is holding them back. And often there's patterns that money's a big thing. Money's a massive thing. I know a lot of people step away from that, but I have spent way over 30 grand on myself on personal development. I have to say, it's been the best money I've invested. Yeah, it's the best money I've invested, but also it's a money mindset that I had to work on, and we all have it.
I don't know about
you. Belief around them.
But I think it's the 3rd day of the 5-day training that Luke does. I think that's the one that he does on money mindset. Absolutely brilliant. That really broke off the whole of limiting mindsets that I had around money. It was phenomenal. The funny part is, I've done the 5-day training twice now, and I'm going to book in again in January, just because every time I hear Luke speak, I get another level of revelation that I wasn't ready for the previous time. And it's fascinating.
And that's the thing
it's
absolutely.
Like $16 to do the 5-day training. It's 10 hours with Luke. And a whole heap of other fun people.
Yeah. And you get into the room, you get into the space. If you're not ready to do a program, then it's fine. But like my program currently I'm offering is for the 1,200, right? 1,200. And I feel like, people go out and buy themselves a new bike, a new car, who knows what, clothes. They go out on a drinking spree on a weekend and they spend that money. What did they gain after that? They didn't gain much out of it at all, right? This work that we do, 100%, I can guarantee, you'll walk away a different person. You'll walk away as a person that has lowered his mask, and you walk away powerful, and nothing's going to be in your way that's going to stop you.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you that.
As long as you go into it with the mindset that you're going to grow, that you're going to actually get something out of it, because intense, immense value, because the more you put in, the more you get out.
Yes.
I mean, if you sit there and you don't do the exercises with Luke, I mean, that particular move is so attached to power now. I can be falling asleep, yawning, just about to drop. I do and I'm done. I'm on fire.
Yeah,
He's anchored to so much power and energy, and that would never.
You've anchored that point.
It wasn't in the room.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably one of the biggest things I got from NTT Crack. I mean, I got a heap of other stuff, but that one anchor, it's actually made it so I could drive home. I mean, I've got an hour drive from a lot of appointments, and there was one day there that I'd gotten about half an hour in, and I was yawning. I was yawning all over the place. My vision was going double because I've got Graves' disease. It's improving. I'm just putting that out there. But I pulled over, did 10 of Luke's power moves. It woke me up enough to drive for another half an hour. My vision went single.
Yeah.
Just because of the energy and the vibration that got my system back into.
Wow. That's powerful.
I mean, that alone, you can't buy that.
No.
There's no tablet that can do that. Coffee doesn't do that.
No.
Energy drinks don't do that. But simple little freaking move.
You can do it. It's within you. You did it yourself without anything else. You know, our nervous system is so powerful.
It is. It's so powerful, and we don't realize how much we can change just by changing what we're thinking. Yeah. Anyway, so what are some of the biggest breakthroughs you've had? Or one of your
biggest
clients?
Breakthroughs. Pardon?
Or one
for
of
myself,
your clients,
I guess. There's been a few, like, I guess when they go from fully self-doubt, fully like self-doubting themselves, strong, certain, with a direction and clarity that inspires even myself. And for myself as well has been, I guess, the marriage part, the partnership part as well has been a big one.
Yeah.
I was carrying a lot of burdens myself that I know now have been repeated patterns in my past relationships, in my current marriage even, to the point that it was really struggling.
Yeah.
And it was not because something else had to happen or something great. It was just within myself. I was blocking myself from receiving love. Is it like what you said? Isn't from feeling worthy for it? Isn't feeling good enough? And it's not something that you think. It's not something that I would ever thought of in the past. I've never thought of myself, oh, I'm not worthy of this, or I'm not good enough for this, or I can't receive it. Never, not once. Not once did I think that. But you know what? It was the one thing that was holding me back. It was the one thing that was stopping me.
Has your husband done NTT as well?
No, I'd like to get into March.
I'll keep him impressed.
Yeah.
What changes have you actually noticed? What changes have you noticed in your marriage and how you interact with your husband and your kids? Have you noticed any big changes at all? Absolutely.
Since doing the work, I've been with my kids a lot calmer. I'm not overwhelmed. I started with all of this work, I guess, also because I knew something had to change. I wasn't being the mother, I guess, I wanted to be. I was completely overwhelmed. I was breaking down. I was a stress head. I was running a million miles an hour. Worry head. Yeah, I was just running a million miles constantly. Relationship was not going well because of it. I was shutting down. I was shutting down everything. And, you know, now I actually understand also how my kids react, and now I understand what's happening with them. It's the process of, they're only little, they're only 6, like the oldest is 6. I already know that he's got patterns that have happened because of in the past somewhere, like around his 1-2 year old mark, where I was not my perfect self. and you already know, okay, I can see that. And I've got another little boy who struggles a lot with, emotions. He's an old soul. He doesn't carry all of his, he carries a lot of old things. And so I can help him with that now because I understand more about the process of what's happening in our mind, and how I can support him through that as well. And communication with my husband is better. Um, you know, all the whole bunch. You've got more. I actually feel like I can properly love. Passion. I can be passionate. I feel good about myself. I can actually go all in. You don't have to
That's
hold
so
back. You can really truly stand up when for me, it's been massive. For me, it has been absolutely massive. And like, I had a wonderful partner at the Masters that I could work with, Tina, and he was, his story was big. He had a big story, and his breakthrough, like, oh my God, going from really, really, really dark place, to where he's now becoming a coach himself to help people through the same process. It's beautiful.
It's amazing.
It's absolutely amazing.
The privilege of being able to take somebody through the 12-week master program is just I mean, I haven't had that many clients, but the clients I have had, each one of them has actually said, I've never told anyone this before. And then I've been able to find the negative beliefs that are attached to it. And then we've been able to work through it. And they've been carrying that their entire life. One of my clients is 86. She's been carrying it for 86 years. And it has caused her massive, just hiding that issue for 50 years, actually. She's been hiding the issue. She's 86, but she's been hiding the issue for 50 years. That takes a lot of energy and a lot of strength, and you're also blocking out a huge amount of your memory. Yeah. And she's got free from that.
Wow.
That's huge. Huge. That's and the really cool part was, well, she got breakthrough, so did I. And it's like, and even when we were at Masters, my breakthrough partner was phenomenal. And she told me stuff that she'd never told anyone before. And I just felt so privileged that somebody would trust me with something that precious that had been holding them back. And then to see her free from it at the end, I am so proud of her. And I feel so honored to have been part of her journey. It was so precious. And I got a whole heap of breakthrough while she was getting breakthrough. Yeah. And when she took me through the process the next day, oh my gosh, I'm not the same person.
Yes. It's funny. You're going through the process and you're processing it yourself as well. When you're going, you're getting all these downloads, you get everything coming and you go,
I know. So
it was beautiful.
We're getting close to the end of our time now, which I would love to do this again if you are up for it, if you'd like to.
Oh, absolutely. I'm happy to share. I love sharing with the people because I truly believe is the more we share our own story, the more we share our own experiences, things like this, the more people become aware. And I think awareness is another big step. We have to become aware of.
It's absolutely huge. So is there anything you'd like to close on, one piece of advice for somebody that's struggling? They're looking at how much it costs and going, I can't afford that. I'm not worth that. I've got to pay my bills. I can't. That would be selfish to spend that much money on me.
Yeah.
What would you say to that lady?
I know where she was because I was most probably in a similar place a long time ago. And to be truly honest, you are worth every single cent. Money is abundance. Money's there. I know it sounds it sounds generic and it sounds like everyone says it, but seriously, you are worth every single minute, second. Your life, you've only got a certain amount of time here on earth to make an impact, to make an imprint, and to, you know, make a difference. So make the most out of what you've got now. And I don't want to see them or her or, you know, suffer any longer, because you don't have to. There's another side to it. There's another side to it. And we can help her, Lano.
Yeah.
We can help her. And I know that it may feel scary, it may feel impossible right now, but I'm also telling you there is a way. There is a way. And we can help you through that.
That phrase that Luke uses a lot, the if I can't, I must. And if I must, I can.
Mm-hmm. I can.
that really changes your thinking patterns, and it helps to change stuff. Like, honestly, I can't for the life of me figure out how on a Centrelink pension I managed to find the money to do NTT Masters and the prac like in 2 months. I first met Luke in October. I still can't figure it out. And I had to fly down to Sydney, and then to get to Masters, I actually missed my plane with my son. So I was taking my son down with me as well. Oh my gosh. Apparently, I needed an extra lesson.
That's the funny thing. Things happen. Things happen for a reason.
Oh, they do.
You know.
But 2 weeks earlier, I would have told you I didn't have any money.
Mm.
But somehow, after doing the second 5-day certificate course and then doing the 7-figure academy, somehow I found 13,000 out of midair. I still am not quite sure how I found that, because I had to pay. No, actually, it was more than that. It was a lot. Actually, it was a lot more than that, because I had to pay for the double lots of flights, plus the accommodation, plus the transport to and from. I think it may have actually been about 20,000 to do Masters. Where does somebody on Centrelink find that?
Because there is a way. You know, I will say, we limit ourselves, and once you open up that space, that thinking, you become so resourceful. You know, it's not funny. You become so resourceful. And it doesn't mean you have to go beg and beg and beg for money, or you don't have to think crazy. You have everything you need to achieve what you want. You set your goals, so you just have to see it. Allow yourself to see it.
So grateful that you could be here with me tonight, Claudia. And so grateful.
No, thanks for having me here.
You're more than welcome. Anytime, you are most welcome on my channel. If you're in my comments section, make sure you put hashtag NTT or NTTM, so I know you're there and I see you. I mean, because I do get a lot of comments. I mean, not tonight, although I have had to block a few people. There was a few. I've got a rather open, responsive photo on my Facebook page, and I made and then made a mistake of accepting all friend requests.
Yeah, you get some strange people on the internet.
That wasn't wisdom. I've had my appointment with Denise. I've had some coaching and some training around that. Now I know how to fix that, although now I've got to try and get rid of like 300 odd people. God help me.
Just do 50 a day, 50 a day or something, or 20 a day, whatever you can handle. Just, you know, I mean, that's the thing, you know, trust your instincts.
Well, I would highly encourage everyone, follow Claudia. She is amazing.
Thank you.
Her link is in the comments. I'll have it in the description. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. And wow,
thanks,
what can I say? Book in for a discovery call with her. She's amazing. Love her to bits. And I look forward to hearing more about the goats and the cows and the chickens and the guinea pigs and all that.
Yeah, I need to pick your brain on that. I need to pick the brain on the hydroponic thing as well. And
absolutely, I'll send you a link to my YouTube channel, because I've got a whole thing on aquaponics basics 101, and then I've got like
9 years plus of my journey with aquaponics.
Wow.
I've been doing it for a
Yeah.
while. Goat
Sounds
milking
awesome.
I only did for about 5 years. But
That's still good.
it's great for the hands. Great for the hands. But when I broke my leg, it kind of messed everything up. And then, the disaster that's been the
You move
last
on to
5
something else.
The disaster that's been the last 5 years that have grown me into the amazing woman that I am. That's forced me to dig deep. Because I've been getting psychology and counselling for years and just going around and round and around the same mountain. That's why I decided to do the diploma in counselling, because I'm like, I'm not making the progress. I need to know what they know so I can get me well, so I can then help others. But I was just going around the mountain, not getting anywhere. Then I found Luke. And my world has transformed.
That's true. Yeah.
My world has transformed.
This work is different. This work is different. I've seen many
And
counsellors.
it's totally
I've
worth
seen many
$500
counsellors.
a session. Completely and utterly worth $500 a session. I wouldn't even blink at paying that. Because you pay $200 plus for a psychologist and you just go around the mountain and probably get re-traumatized. Anyway. Thank you so
that's a different topic. We'll jump on again one day. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I will catch you in the comment section. Bless you.
Sounds awesome.